So the last 3 days has been incredibly challenging for me, and mainly because I lost control of my mind. Like I literally couldn't control my thoughts, dictating my actions, and I couldn't get control of it. Like it felt like I wasn't the one who's in this controlling seat, the controlling group or something. And I wasn't making my own decisions. It felt like these random thoughts that are in my head, they were the one that is running the show. And it's one of the most painful and scariest thing you could experience because we always like to be in control, right? We like to be in control of ourselves, of our life. If we lose that sense of control, we feel really bad. And that's exactly how I felt. I literally spent 20 hours straight just watching short form content or long form content. And the next day, I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. And I did some meditation, but then I flipped straight back into losing control of my mind. And I played like a online tank video game, those games where you need to battle tanks. And I played that for like 8 hours straight. And isn't that kind of interesting that I woke up, I meditated for 10 minutes, but then for the rest of the day, I just played a video game. And that happened because I lost control of my mind. So something that I learned from that is when you are when you want to control your mind, it shouldn't be just isolated time. You can't just do 10 minutes of meditation and have control of your mind for the rest of the day. You have to be in control every moment. You have to always be aware of your thoughts. You have to always be detached from them. Otherwise, they're going to do what they are going to do. And most of the time, your thoughts don't have your best interest at heart because what you want, things you want, the goals you have, most like they require a lot of upfront work for you to get the reward. But the things that your thoughts want are most of the time just instant gratification. And to be honest, the best way to gain control of your mind when you lost it is to actually never be in that place in the first place because what happens is like you have your mind, like for example in the morning of that day my mind wasn't thinking that much. It didn't have that many momentum with its thoughts. But just when I let it loose, some thoughts started coming in, and I was like, okay, that's not that important. And then another thought came to watch a YouTube video, and I obeyed it. And then another thought came to watch another YouTube video, and then I obeyed that, and another one, and it just started building up all this momentum until it became this big storm of thoughts that forced me to play video games for 8 hours straight. Now I did still had a choice, but most of the time when you have these thoughts, you forget that you have a choice, and you think just because it's a thought, you are so heavily identified with the thought that you think the thought is you, and you do the bad thing. So I guess the key thing that you should do when you are under the control of your thoughts is to realize you have a choice. Like no matter how bad you feel, no matter how negative your thoughts are, no matter how tempting your thoughts are, you can still make the choice to do the right thing. And when you do the right thing, your thoughts will have less momentum. And you keep doing more right things, it's gonna die off eventually. But It's not an easy thing to do, but that's really the only thing you got to do.